So Raj, I think since you are, sector agnostic in a way, so how do you see that this scenario today?
I have a beautiful take on this, okay, and I'll relate a quick story. And entrepreneurs' prime job is to do storytelling. Right? Look at some of the banks, okay, went ahead and did partnerships with multiple fintechs, right? You look at all the new age banks, they wanted fintechs to come in, do partnership, bring in agility, reach to the customer faster, customer experience, lot of stuff, okay, which they were not really able to do. Okay, they wanted the fintechs to do, right? So fintechs went ahead, fintechs like us said, fantastic, give us an opportunity. Banking is a very large, it's a big blue ocean. We are unable to, understand, get in. So we said, okay, give us small pieces, right? So they gave us small pieces, right? Then we went back to them. We said, okay, now we have mastered this, give us a bigger piece. They gave us a bigger piece. And what has happened today is that fintechs are buying banks, okay? And the existence of banks is in question, okay? And today, in this forum, I will tell you that banks in India, maybe in 10, 15, 20 years, there may not be any banks to bank with. They will all become custodians, right? So this is called, Joseph Schumpeter's theory of, creative destruction, right? For anything, if you have to create new, you have to creatively destruct the old. And for fintechs today, and you see Bharat Pay, joining the new bank, which is the Unity, bank like that, taking over PMC. So this phenomenon, over a period of time, now RBI is also realizing that fintechs are, much better prepared to, handle banks, right? So what started off 10 years back, a small partnership between, banks and fintechs is now, it is like cannibalizing the banks itself, right? So this is one dark part of, how do you call it, corporate, startups ecosystem, okay? Similarly, if you look at it, there are so many more fintechs which came into play only on the backing of banks, right? So that story is also true. Today, for Zaggle to be able to do, such kind of, revenues, and without being a regulated entity, we have to thank bank, right? But at the same time, don't be surprised, because our vision is to become a global digital bank. We might acquire a bank, right? So the whole this entire story of partnership also has to be seen in a different way. While we'll say all good things, nice things about this, there is also this challenge which your corporate faces.
That's interesting and slightly scary at the same time, that I think we have some banks also on the session. They may not be very happy to hear that they're possibly funding fintech companies which in the future will acquire the bank itself. So, but it's an interesting perspective, I think.
Similarly, Suresh, just look at, Yahoo, okay? So when Yahoo funded, Alibaba, okay, and look at where Alibaba went and where Yahoo went, okay? So there are examples on both sides, right? There are, sometimes, your investment is much more larger than, the entire company's valuation.